Welcome to Vogue B&B, your daily destination for the latest bold and the beautiful spoilers, breaking updates, and unforgettable drama. Subscribe now and never miss a shocking twist. Eric made everyone forget. Forrester's biggest win on Bold and the Beautiful. Eric easily made everyone forget about Forrester's biggest win on Tuesday's episode of The Win. Immediately became an afterthought because Eric's meltdown was all that everyone could talk about. There were some Forresters who were delighted to see that Eric still had that fight in him. On Tuesday's episode, Steffi, Jacqueline McInnes-Wood, and Zende, Delon de Metz, loved seeing this side to Eric. He casually explained that the questions about Logan got his blood boiling. Later in the episode, Steffi received a phone call from Lauren, Tracy E. Bregman, who announced that her boutiques would carry the entire line and run a special promotion with Electra's Linnea Grace jewelry. The Forresters saw this moment as a win. This moment should have been the biggest victory of the episode. Yet, it immediately became an afterthought when the Forresters focused on the bad press they got from Eric's interview. Eric's interview overrides Forrester's success. Most of the younger Forrester Creations team went to celebrate at Bikini Beach Club. However, Steffi and Ridge, Thorsten K., weren't in a partying mood. The conversation quickly shifted back to Eric's interview. Steffi and Zende noticed that Spencer's blog already promoted Eric's interview. They claimed that he had a meltdown on the livestream. The Forresters concluded that Bill, Don Diamond, launched a campaign against him. They agonized that Bill's media empire framed Eric as mercurial and out of touch. The pivot from Electra's jewelry line back to the Forrester-Spencer feud underscored the company's biggest vulnerability: the inability to separate personal vendettas from business strategy. Rather than capitalizing on a major retail milestone, the family prioritized the public relations fallout from Bill's campaign and Eric's unhinged interview. The fact that a major brand victory becomes an afterthought proves that maintaining a fragile legacy trumps corporate growth and forward momentum. Its greatest obstacle now is its inability to separate business from personal conflict. They wanted to shift their focus back to the feud, even though they refused to speak out about it before. Now that Eric's true feelings are out in the open, the Forresters can't escape the fallout from his interview. Bill was the only person smiling. After Eric's meltdown on Bold and the Beautiful, Bill laughed after Eric's disastrous interview because he understood that controversy attracts attention. Eric unraveled during the live stream interview on the Bold and the Beautiful. He tore into Logan, arguing they stole from Forrester Creations. At Forrester, people witnessed a loss of control. At Logan, Bill laughed because he knew that Logan would get good publicity out of this. Following the fashion show, Eric, John McCook, had an interview about his return to Forrester Creations and his couture line. However, he was asked about his decision to join Logan. Eric was clearly agitated. He tried to steer the conversation back to his new line, but the reporter brought up Logan once again. Eric unraveled and claimed that Logan tried to steal their thunder. He trashed Katie, Heather Tom, and her new fashion house after going rogue. Ridge, Thorsten K., tried to put a stop to it, but Eric maintained his stance that Katie and Hope, Annika Noel, stabbed him in the back, blaming it on Bill, Don Diamond, and his hot-headed son, Will, Crew Morrow. Ridge pulled Eric away from the camera. While Forrester saw this as a loss of control, Bill laughed all the way from the Logan fashion house. The Bill's laugh. During Eric's interview, Bill was ecstatic over Eric's meltdown. He felt that this was a win for them. This kind of publicity couldn't be bought. Bill understood something the Forresters don't. Controversy attracts attention. He realized this interview guaranteed that people wouldn't be talking about the Forresters or their fashion show. Bill felt that Logan would be all that the fashion industry would buzz about in the days ahead. In today's media landscape, where viral moments eclipse accurate reporting, a public disaster is better marketing than a flawless presentation. The clash between Eric, the Forresters, and Bill perfectly illustrates this modern marketing reality. Eric's outburst shattered the pristine, high-class illusion the Forresters had carefully protected. Forrester Creations normally operates on curated, flawless presentations and legacy-bound tradition. Meanwhile, Bill views success through an opportunistic, results-driven lens. Bill immediately recognized the PR blitz this news would cause. Where the Forresters saw a humiliating family dispute and PR disaster, Bill saw a wave of free publicity that he could ride to the